I first started out working on my social skills. As I mentioned, that was the one area of life, among many, but the main one, where I really experienced so much anxiety and, again, couldn't speak up at all. Okay. What up? Hi. Wait, let me get in Zoom. This is Julien. This is Julien. Holy shit, I can't do this, man. A very simple habit all of you can incorporate, no matter what you do, by the way, is every day talk to 3 new people. Right? There's nothing really blocking you from doing that apart from your own anxiety and fear. Doesn't have to be long conversations, but all of you can talk to 3 new people a day. Just a simple habit like that will have huge impacts on your life. However, this is also how self-help gets you. We then make it very complex. Oh, but I don't want the little simple tip. I want to understand all the nuances first. Sure, understand the nuances, but start there. You're not going to mentally get there. Action is involved. Experience is involved. So fortunately, I got that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start talking to people. I'm going to start talking to strangers. And I went out. I went to the nearest town, which I had to walk 30 minutes to a train station, then take a 10-minute train and went to it was a city. It was like 10,000, no, not 10,000. This was like 120,000 people. So I went to this city, and I told myself, very motivated, I'm going to ask someone for the time. How hard could that be? Or I'm going to buy a newspaper, and when the person gives me the newspaper, I'm going to say, nice weather, isn't it? Pretty easy, no? No? Couldn't do it. Froze. And I'd be the creepy guy who would be like staring at the newsstand and like, get the newspaper. And I'd be like, no. And then I'd walk around and come back 20 minutes later and just kind of staring at the newsstand. And probably the person who's working there is like, what the fuck's that guy doing? And just keep staring and just like, and it's not like the comfortable staring, like it was like that, like what the fuck? I would then like, I then gave up on the newsstand. I'm like, that's way too scary. Just ask someone for the time. For real, by the way. I was like, just ask someone for the time. And I thought, okay, well, who's the easiest person to ask for the time? An old person. What are they going to do? Right? So I'd be walking down the street, scanning through, looking for old people. I made sure I didn't have a watch or anything. I'm like, just ask them for the time. And they'd walk by, and as soon as they get close, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, you're like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And right when it comes time, and then they walk by. And then how do you feel after that? Yeah, completely deflated, just like, oh, that was terrible. And then you self-attack, and that little voice is like, I told you. And you're just like, you did. You suck, and you should have been aborted. Like, I know. But I was persistent. So what did I do? As soon as they'd pass, I would turn around and follow them. And I'd follow them into stores, like department stores and stuff. I'd be staring through the aisles and just couldn't ask. The staff probably looked at me very weird, like, why is he following that old man? It was a few weeks, if not a couple months of this, of me going out, looking for people to ask for the time and unable to do it. That is the level of social anxiety that I had. And having coached, as I mentioned, over 10,000 people face-to-face, millions if you count online, but face-to-face, I've only met few who were worse than me. I was very bad. People refuse to see this. They're like, oh no, look at you. You're loud and you're extroverted. No, I'm very introverted. If you follow the whole Myers-Briggs, I'm an INTJ at a core. I was not meant to be this type of person. That was not the route that I was given. And I'm saying this why? To show you that it is possible to change. Not just a little, completely.